So, you want to get started and deploy Magma for fixed wireless access. That's great, but before we get going, there are a few things you're going to need to do first. First, you should know that you'll need to have wireless spectrum, which can be either licensed, unlicensed, or shared. Spectrum is assigned by the regulator in your country. Okay, let's talk about what you'll need for your network infrastructure. You'll need to get a small server as Magma's access gateway. The Magma Access Gateway can handle a few eNodeBs and is typically deployed next to your eNodeBs at the cell site. So you'll need one per site. When you select the hardware for your access gateway, make sure that it has at least 2 physical Ethernet interfaces. And don't forget those peripherals. You'll need a USB flash drive with at least 4 GB of storage to install Ubuntu ISO. And if you're setting up your AGWs outdoors, you'll want to use ruggedized servers or use weatherproof casings. Great, that's all you need for the access gateway. Now, let's get the cloud ready for the Magma Orchestrator and NMS. First, create an AWS account. Then, in the AWS Marketplace, search for Magma and follow the Rapid Deployment option. You can also set it up manually, but we won't go into that here. This is what a typical small deployment looks like. Next, you'll want to select your radio access network vendor for antennas and eNodeBs. You can find the recommended options for different deployment types from the AWS Marketplace or from magmacore.org partner pages. When installing your antennas, remember, the higher you install them, the better. You'll need to plan how you'll connect your wireless network to the internet. For each of your sites, you can either backhaul traffic to a central location, or you can break out to a local internet connection point. That's a cool thing about Magma. It enables local breakout, which will improve your customers' overall performance and lower your overall cost, since you don't have to bring the traffic all the way back to a central location before exiting to the internet. Next, you'll need to get a SIM admin server and SIM burner to build your end users' SIM cards. You'll also need to choose the CPEs or mobile devices your customers will use to connect to your network. And finally, if you have your own CRM server, you can connect it to Magma, but for this demo, we'll assume that you use the Magma Orchestrator to configure your product offering. You've done it! You set up your mobile network. You're now ready to deploy your network. We'll start with your infrastructure setup. We'll assume your cell antennas and eNodeBs are up. Let's get started by installing the Magma Access Gateway on your server. Install the Ubuntu operating system on your Access Gateway device. There are 2 ways to install Magma: custom installations from source or community-built binaries. The Magma source code is available on GitHub. We recommend the community-built binaries unless you need a customized solution for a particular use case. Configure your deployment environment using the available code at magmacore.org. Once you're done, connect your eNodeBs to your access gateway. For more details, visit the docs section at magmacore.org. Now, you're ready to set up the Orchestrator and network management system. There are 2 ways to deploy Orchestrator: manual installation or managed installation. Once deployed, add your access point name, the name of a gateway between a GSM, GPRS, 3G, or 4G mobile network, and another computer network, which is usually the public internet. Remember, a mobile device making a data connection must be configured with an APN to present to the carrier. Then add your subscribers, followed with adding an access gateway to the network management system, and validate your connection between access gateway and Orchestrator. With Magma installed, configure your network architecture on Magma Orchestrator by configuring the IP address and the TR69 for managing eNodeBs. Once that's done, you'll set up the VLAN along with virtual routing and forwarding. You'll also set up your quality of service policies to manage the performance, reliability, and usability of your service. From there, you'll set up your billing policies, bandwidth caps, monitoring alerts, and you can customize your Grafana dashboard. Integrate your company's service functions by connecting your CRM, the SIM admin server, and finally, connect your SIM burner to your SIM admin server or connect it directly to the Magma Orchestrator. You did it! You're now ready to test and make sure that everything works. With testing completed and your network up and running, go get some customers by deploying CPEs, MiFi's with LTE, Wi-Fi to connect mobile devices, and provision those SIM cards. Following these steps will help you successfully deploy Magma for FWA. For more information, go to magmacore.org.